It won't take you any time or any processes to shift into the wealthy version of you. And it is so easy to do this. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliette Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach helping you to quantum leap into your highest, most abundant timeline. If you enjoy this content, let me know by giving it a like, subscribing, and tapping that bell icon. You can shift into the wealthy version of yourself in one day, in less than a day, because identity shifts happen instantly. This version of you already exists. There's nothing to become. And how we anchor this new identity into the 3D physical experience that you're having so that you manifest the money, so that you don't need to figure it out anymore. It seems more effortless, more easy. You become the identity who's already wealthy and you naturally attract the wealth. What anchors this in is your action. And I'm going to explain to you how to actually act as the wealthy version of you, even if you don't have the means, you don't have the money, or you're not at that level that you want to be. I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you to actually be that version of yourself now, shift instantly so that you can actually enjoy the money and abundance that's already here for you. Your identity is a choice. Your identity can shift and does shift every single moment. So we're just doing this consciously, purposefully. Now, when you decide you are a new person, what backs up a decision? Automatically, your actions match the decision. Acting, really being the new personality in your current circumstances, is what really causes the quantum jump and allows you to experience these new results in your life very quickly. You're multidimensional. You contain every version of yourself, every aspect of you, every possible version of yourself, every possible timeline is within you. What you actually experience in your physical world is whoever you're willing to now express yourself as. So let's get into these 5 steps that are explaining to you why this is so important and how to actually do this and apply this to your life now to get actually tangible results. Number 1 is your action is crucial and it must match your new decision, your new identity. Actions and behaviors dictate to you who you believe you are. So whatever identity that you're being right now, you're expressing right now, you're choosing right now, whether that's on purpose or not, you can look at your actions and behaviors and responses to things, and you can immediately tell who you think you are. Think about when you make a decision. Let's just say something's not going as you want it to be. You're not attracting the money that you want. And you might make a decision. Nothing works out for me. I'm not good at this. You've made a decision. You've assumed an identity. You're not good at this. It's not happening. It's not going to happen for you. Nothing works out for me. Now, when you make a decision like that, I want you to look, imagine your posture. When you make a decision like that, your posture is usually hunched over, right? Your head may be down. Your physiology changes in that instant, in that moment, to match the decision of who you've said you are. You can notice even your breathing, it may be short, right? Short breaths. If you're walking, you may notice you're kind of walking maybe hunched over, your posture's not that great, or you're walking really slowly. And from that place, what action or choice would you make from that frequency, from that identity, from that decision? Not a great one, and it wouldn't be in alignment with wealth, abundance, and fulfillment. The actions and behaviors will always match the decision about who you said you are. Whatever you've bought into as who you are in that moment will automatically match up. So you didn't make the money that you wanted to make this month. You've made the choice that you're the person who it never works out for me, and you immediately buy into that idea, you buy into that decision. Your entire physiology instantly matches that, which actually indicates to you that you're in that identity. You shifted into that identity. Then your action and behaviors are going to follow up and probably be sulking, feeling sorry for yourself, binge eating, or watching TV, or doing something that doesn't really feel that great to you, but it's coming from that energy, right? From that frequency, from that identity. Or maybe you jump into action from the fear or from the sadness and you keep trying to do more and force more. It's not working. Imagine you were in this exact situation and almost like a mirror in front of you, you could see the future version of you, the highest version of you, the most abundant version of you standing there. And you could see what their posture is like. Even in a tricky, challenging situation, you could see maybe that their head is held up high, that they have a smile on their face, that they have this kind of exuding confidence, no matter what. Look at what they're wearing. What's their posture like? How are they standing? If they're walking around, how are they walking? That kind of energy of that personality is so different. You just know that she's going to make a different choice. She's going to take a different action that is very different to the identity that you're currently in. But there's nothing that's stopping you from moving into that. You can simply see that as an option in the moment. Like, oh, I can simply be that. I can simply choose that. If you were in that moment to decide to be her now and mimic her posture, put your head up, mimic her behaviors, mimic her walk or her how she stands, or what she would do in this situation, her reaction to it. You were just to mimic that. You are her. And this is what I'm talking about. From that place, your reactions, your actions, your behaviors, and your results will be drastically different. And this is how we shift identities, right? We basically mimic another version of ourselves. We simply can decide who we are because you're always deciding who you are. This is not just happening randomly. You're always making a decision about who you are every single moment, right? Whether you realize it or not. So you can do it on purpose. You can do it consciously. This is what I teach in my courses. And this is what happens with, or this is what we see with multiple personality disorder, is we're given an interesting example of our multidimensional power in that when someone decides or knows that they are this new personality, they really know that they're this new person, naturally a different stance, maybe a different posture, a different voice sometimes. Even like physiological things change, a tumor disappears or the eye color changes. Things that basically show this is a completely literal different person. They would have different thoughts, they would have different habits, different hobbies, all of that. Their actions would be different and yield different results than if they shifted to a different personality, which has a different belief system, is a completely different person. So we're seeing the example of this happens instantly, but you can do it on purpose. So this is why action is so crucial, because it follows a decision. It follows an assertion, a command, really just a putting like your foot down decision of who you've decided to be. You naturally must follow up with action, and it automatically happens when you just know or you just choose to trust that you're now this person. If you're also just being proactive and you're just starting to mimic that person with your choices, your actions and behaviors now, you are them. You are that person very literally, and this is what you're going to do just all up, like all around in every area of your life. You're going to be this highest version of you, the wealthiest version of you. Do what they do, choose what they choose. You have access to that information because you're multidimensional. If you're not acting and being that new person through the actions and behaviors and expressions in physical reality, then you're not them. Number 2 is your commitment to wealthy actions. When you're committed to acting or mimicking the actions and behaviors of the wealthy version of you, you're telling the universe that you're committed to this identity, that you're choosing, you're deciding this is who you are. If you are not willing to choose what they would choose if they were in your exact shoes, you're basically saying, I am not that person. Maybe I'm trying to be, maybe I want to be, but I am not that person. Not yet, and I'm not willing to be. As soon as you are willing to be this new version of you, you can step into the role and literally step into the reality, anchor it in, step into the new story, into the movie. You have to actually play as the new character. And that means that you're committed to the role. It means that you are consistent in how you show up to your life, or really who you show up to your life as, because circumstances don't matter. They are completely irrelevant. It's who you are, it's who you choose to express yourself as. And this is not even effort, it's not even work, because you're just being the highest, most preferred version of you. So you have to be committed and consistent in choosing what the highest version of you would choose in all the different situations of your life, but of course to do with money or your job or your business. Number 3 is different actions and behaviors cause major timeline splits. Okay, I've talked about this before, but you really have to understand, like some people think, oh, if I choose this over that, it's no real big difference. But it is, because if you make a different choice, if you really start to show up to your circumstances, show up to your life, show up to every area of your life, show up in your work, your art, your business, show up in your relationships as the new version of you does. React and respond to things, choose differently. You cause a timeline split or a timeline jump, whatever you want to call it, instantly in the moment. If you are spending money and you're seeing it as a loss, your perception is that when you spend money, you use money, you're losing it. I'm losing something, and it's like this negative thing. Your choice in that moment really matters. Literally, it will create matter differently depending on what you choose. If the usual same old version of you, a limited version of you probably, would see spending money as a loss, well, imagine in that same situation that you saw it as a gain. Like the highest version of you would see that spending money is fun, it's enjoyable. When they spend money, they see it as like, I'm putting it back out into the world and circulating it. That's a good thing. Also, what I'm spending my money on is something I actually value more than money itself. That's why I'm spending money on it. It's a gain. So if you were to actually perceive it in that way, like really, not pretend, really choose that perspective, your actions, your reactions, everything would be different. And that would immediately, because you're looking at it from a gratitude perspective, that immediately is such a huge difference to what you would normally choose of maybe lack, fear, it's a loss, poor me, or maybe something like that. So different that in the moment you jump over to this timeline. So imagine if you were actually consistent with being this new version of you and mimicking their behaviors and their choices and their reactions and things like that. Acting and being that new person more consistently, you're just like, the money comes in so quickly because there's nothing outside of you. Your reality is a reflection of you. So if you're just being the wealthy person, you attract the wealth. But you're not different if you're not choosing differently. Number 4 is to ask yourself, what does the wealthy version of me choose in this situation? How would they act? How would they respond? What would they do? You can even bring up that image of like, there's a mirror, there's a doorway or a portal, and you can see an image of this version of you, this other version of you, the highest version of you, and you can really feel it maybe or see it visually. And what would they do if they were in your exact shoes? Basically, would the highest version of me do this? Yes or no? If it's a no, you don't do it. If it's a yes, you do it. What would they do instead? Now, if you want to know exactly what to do, you're gonna know exactly how to shift into that identity now to maintain it. The exact process that I used to shift my identity to double my income in weeks and traveled overseas like twice within 6 months in business class. Join me in Rich Woman in 1 day. It's in the description box below for you. You literally can do the course in 1 day, apply it, have an identity shift, and start attracting the money now. Number 5, and this is a goodie, doubt is optional. So just because you have doubt come up, even when you've made a decision of who you are, even when you're starting to actually express that and embody it consistently, fully, okay, no holding back, you're stepping fully into the vision, fully into the reality, you're being that person, you're really accepting that you are that person now. There will be doubts that come up, there will be fears that come up. That doesn't mean that you're not the new person. In fact, it means that you are, because everything that isn't you is filtering up simply to acknowledge it, to see it, to bring light to it, not to push it away and try and get rid of it. And oh no, what does this mean? It means I'm not the new person. No, it doesn't. It does if you, well, it creates the illusion that it does if you buy into that thought. If you buy into the idea that, yeah, every doubtful thought is true, and if this comes up, I'm not the new person, well, what you say is what goes. You'll create the illusion of that even though you have transformed, even though you're multidimensional and you can shift in between whatever identity in the moment that you choose to. So doubt is optional. When a doubtful thought or a fear arises, it doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's your thought. You are not your thoughts, and it doesn't make it true. It's simply an option. If you look at everything as an option or a choice, it's neutral. Then now you can choose what you would prefer to buy into, and you just see that as like, do I want to pick it or not? Do I want to pick that up? Do I want to put it on my plate or not? Up to me. Simply let those thoughts and beliefs come up and simply bring them into the light. Acknowledge them, validate them, and let them naturally dissolve. There's no work to do around this. Okay, and I go more in depth in this in my course. So don't take it as a sign of like, I'm not that person and it's not working. Actually, it is working. And do I want to choose this? Not really, so I'll choose something else. I choose to trust in myself. Let me have the doubt, let me have the fear and do it anyway. Let me have the doubt and the fear and still back my decision about who I am anyway. Yeah, what would the highest version of me do? Okay, so that is the 5 steps that I have for you. Action is so important. I feel like with manifestation things, people get so caught up in the conceptual thing and they're just not expressing it. You know that something is true, like you know that you believe something when you start acting on it. You know that you're the new identity when you refuse to be anyone other than that identity because it's who you really are. But it is up to you to express yourself now fully as the wealthy version of you. You can do that. Again, you're multidimensional. You contain every bit of information in all of existence, in all the quantum field. The quantum field is within you, right? You have access to infinite answers and solutions and versions of you, information that you can download at any time that you choose to. So start being that person. Whatever they do, do it. Be it. I'm going to express myself as this person, and you will get that person's results. You'll start downloading their ideas. All you have to do is act on it. And I saw the magic of this because instead of trying to manifest things over a lot of time, like a lot of months or years, and doing all different processes and all different inner work, I realized, oh my God, I can shift literally right now and I can have results in a very short amount of time. And that's exactly what happened. I completely transformed my entire reality in a matter of weeks. If you are a female entrepreneur, a female creative, check out my program, Rich Woman in One Day. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. Let me know if you've tried any of these or if you are going to. And I'm so excited to be back. I've been out of YouTube and offline for so long. I was in Bali. So I'm so excited to be back. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.